How are we going, everyone? I'm just checking out my garlic. I planted it almost 2 weeks ago here. They've all popped up beautifully. Now these ones here, they're just in the cocoa pith with the superfood and a little bit of black grit and liquid feed. That's it. The other ones there have got the mulch on them on top. So I'm comparing now, just seeing if you can tell the difference. Which one's doing better? These look like they're doing better, but in actual fact, I think they're identical. Whether mulch is good for them or no mulch. I reckon mulch is good overall, as long as it's not too thick in winter, because too much mulch in winter will cause moisture to sit there too long and cause the plant to go backwards. Have a look at the surface quickly. Have a look at this. See, the surface is dry. Sorry, I just washed my hands, so they're wet, but this is dry on top. It's a bit crusty over the top. This is the other thing about mulch, what it does, it really helps the soil, no matter what sort of soil you have at the end of the day. Obviously, if it's clay soil, it's going to bog up and crust over a lot quicker than sandy loam. Whereas here, I haven't moved it. You can tell none of the mulch has been moved. It's all been sitting there since I planted it, so it's almost 2 weeks old. Let's see what the soil's like underneath the mulch. Is it crusty like that, or is it moist underneath? Oh, come on. It is. Look at that. Look at that. That is just so soft. I didn't have to break any crust over. Look at that. It's just soft. All of it. All of it. So it keeps the soil light, friable, loose, well drained and moist. And it's actually warm underneath there as well. Whereas no mulch, the chances are you get a bit of crusting over on the surface. Look, it's not a bad thing in winter having no mulch, and I mentioned that earlier because I planted my lettuce the other day. Look at that. See, it's crusty. See that? Look, I'm trying to break it over. There we are, just broken it now. See that there? Look at this, is a perfect example of caking on top. See that layer there? That surface there. Now that should still allow moisture to get through, but it's like it's caked. It's infused, and we've got lots of mycelium developing, which is good. This is the active bacteria that we want in here, the fungi and all that. So crusting soil is okay in winter, but not in summer. So this time of the year, if you haven't got mulch in your garden bed, it's quite okay. You don't need to. If you've got to protect something very susceptible to cold and frost, mulch around it or even cover it over the top. But for the case of garlic here, they're doing mighty fine. All it means is that I may need to water this a little bit more often than the ones with mulch. But I'm not fast. I can dress this up with mulch on top afterwards as well. So mulch versus no mulch. Clearly mulch is much better, but when it's winter, it's not that different as far as the moisture level and the growth rate of the plants. So let's give it a light top up with our liquid feed on the non-mulched area first. And this is what we do. So once your seedlings have grown a little bit, give them a light feed. And this is a light solution of EK Butch and Liquid Gold, folks. So bring them on. And here's some more lettuce that I planted as well. They're coming along beautifully. Once they all grow, I'm going to get a deposit together and buy myself a Ferrari with all the lettuce I've got growing. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com. We've got our plug of plants available at our store as well, so you can get beautiful advanced seedlings without fuss and worries about growing them this time of the year. Everything's discounted at vasilisgarden.com. From me, Vasili, Baresi.